Hey everyone, this is Mike Minter, Chief Investment Officer with Financial Synergies, and we are looking back on last week, of course, which was February 19th through the 23rd. So let's jump right into the action here and see what we got to work with here. It was actually a really good week across the board, except, however, for small caps, which continue to struggle. The interest rate situation and inflation are a huge contributor here, where small capitalization stocks have a tendency to drag when rates are a concern, inflation, things like that, because they are much less capable of simply overcoming those things. They have more of a need for access to capital, things like that, which a lot of times these larger mega capitalization stocks can overcome those hurdles much more easily. So as we've talked about, small cap stocks continue to struggle, unfortunately, but they will turn around as they always do. It'll just take some time. But across the board, everything doing really well. And across the board, except for small cap, everything doing well year to date, as you can see here. Very, very strong start to the year. And we'll get into that here in just a minute, the story behind that, which has been kind of fun to talk about. But rates, as we round out our stats here, 30-year Treasury 4.39, 10-year Treasury 4.23, 2-year at 4.7, still slightly inverted, as you can see, with the 2-year yielding more than the 10-year and 30-year, so slightly inverted. 30-year mortgage at 7.47 really did not move much at all from last week, so these rates are somewhat unchanged from last report. So let's jump right into the story here. So stocks did rally to record highs last week. Stocks traded in a tight range first half of the short week, yawning at the lack of economic data while awaiting earnings results from one key company that we'll talk about if you can't guess already, that creates chips that power the artificial intelligence operations of many firms. A strong Q4 corporate report and long-term message from NVIDIA Corporation. Yes, that is the AI stock we are talking about. This pushed the S&P 500 and Nasdaq to new closing highs on Thursday. So NVIDIA's market cap rose by $277 billion on the news. That is a staggering number. Just even if it was only worth $277 billion, that would be a staggering number. Absolutely unbelievable. But it actually pushed it to a $2 trillion valuation. Really, these numbers are just staggering, considering, it wasn't just a few years ago we were talking about the first trillion-dollar company, and now we have companies surpassing $2 trillion in market valuation. Just eye-popping numbers we're talking about here, folks. To put that in perspective, NVIDIA's market cap is now roughly the same size as Canada's economy. I'm going to say that one more time. NVIDIA's market cap is now roughly the same size as Canada's economy. That is insane. Its 16% gain on Thursday was the largest one-day market cap increase by any U.S. company, period. So last week was interesting, and those numbers are just almost hard to believe. But that's what we're dealing with right now with this AI tech kind of driven boom that we're in. So I have to say this too, just a little disclosure. Companies mentioned are for illustrative purposes only. This is compliance jargon. I apologize, but I'm not saying you should buy any NVIDIA or anything we're talking about here. It's just we're mentioning this for illustrative purposes. So had to get that out of the way. Sorry, guys. Inflection point. So this is kind of a little bit more of the story behind NVIDIA. So NVIDIA's seismic increase in market cap gave investors pause for reflection, wondering whether this marked an inflection point for AI. So the main story that investors took away was because of its dominant market position as the leading global provider of AI computer chips, NVIDIA served as a proxy for AI, in meaning the enthusiasm is not just NVIDIA, it's AI in general, of course. So some of the world's most influential companies rely on NVIDIA technology to power their own AI initiatives. NVIDIA is not the only AI player in town by a long shot, but they are getting the most press from this boom we're experiencing. Investors appear to have concluded that AI's impact may just be starting and anticipate it will be a driving economic force in 2024 and beyond. I have no doubt this is the case because if you think about it, all the programs that you use today have now, software programs have probably initiated their own form of artificial intelligence embedded in the software. So even if you don't go out and say use ChatGPT or specifically go to AI software to use it, it's probably rolled into the technology you're using already. It's in social media, it's in Outlook, it's in email programs, it's everywhere. So there's no doubt in my mind that this is real, it's here, and it will be a driving factor in productivity in the economy going forward. So quickly, what's on deck for this week as we look forward? So key economic data, Monday, new home sales, that is today, so we're watching that. 2-year Treasury note auction. Tuesday is durable goods, Case-Shiller home price index, and consumer confidence. Wednesday, GDP report. This is kind of the second round of that estimate. Petroleum status report. And Thursday, jobless claims and personal income and outlays. This will be a pretty big week for economic data. Earnings reports, these are winding down. So we're on the tail end of earnings season here, but still some big ones this week. Zoom on Monday, tomorrow, Dell, Agilent, eBay. Wednesday, Salesforce, HP. Thursday, Hewlett Packard Enterprise Company. And that rounds out, like I said, we're on the tail end of earnings, but still more to come, but definitely winding down. So that winds down this presentation of what occurred last week. And of course, we will get back to you next week with what we experienced this week. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. This is all of our contact information. If you'd like to get in touch with us at any point, we would be honored to speak with you, whether you are a client or otherwise. Here is our YouTube channel here. Hit that subscribe button down below if you like this kind of content. We try to put out relevant and timely market, investment, financial planning related content. Hopefully you find it useful. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll talk soon.